Hello. Hello. Am I live? Yes, I am live. Believe I am. I might not be. Who knows? Who really knows? Hello. Hello there, General Kenobi. I should have, like, a hotkey of that or something. Like, I use that all the time. Is this loud? I feel like... In the background, so we don't get copyright strikes. Because if we get copyright strikes, then our videos can't play in... Well, let me see. I've got to make sure I only use our soundtrack, because if I don't, we're going to get copyright strike, which means no playing in... wait for it to come up. In Syria, Cuba, North Korea, or Iran. So I've got to make sure I don't play the official soundtrack. So, I think everyone's up. How is everyone today? Okay. So, I do actually have a handful of, I guess you could say, new toys to play with. I spent some time porting the assets from Total War Thrones of Britannia over to here, the campaign assets. Those do mostly come out to just being things like whatever Giant's Causeway, the Cliffs of Dover, which do admittedly look pretty cool, and just are a nice new addition to my collection. Another Grievous quote of cliff types, but plenty of different rock formations, some new farm types, different things, which, I don't know, we've got a horse here, one of like, I forget what these are called. No, these aren't the Nazca lines. The Nazca lines are the ones that are in South America. Does anyone in chat know what these are called? The ones of these that have been found in England? Because I know the Nazca lines are the ones that are in South America. Oh, anyway, I'm not quite sure. We've got plenty of stuff here. Different rocks. I've been doing this campaign map stuff for too long. I'm getting excited by rocks. So looking at this one right here, this pillar, I feel this would go very, very nicely in Moria. Well, it is good to have you. This is going, and also this is going to be a shorter stream. Just something I thought, since I had ported these in, I'd have some fun with them. Yeah, this would be nice for Moria. A lot of these things would be nice for Moria. Ooh. And we've also got all sorts of things here. Gotta make sure not to place any of these, so a lot of these will crash. We've got all of these abbeys because apparently, like, CA decided to model every single abbey in England. Of course, not actually, but a lot of these will crash the editor if I place them. Not all of them, but a fair bit of them. Anyway, they all have these weird big crosses on them, which I think are where, like, the flags are in Thrones of Britannia, I'm not sure. But we do have some nice canoes. And plenty of abbeys if we ever need them. I don't think we will. 1212 might like them. I do owe them a handful of campaign assets. Longish story. But anyway, out of these, there is one. I don't know where we could use it, which I particularly liked. You've got stuff like this, but this will crash the editor if I place it, even though it looks cool. Where was it? This one too, but once again, it'll crash the editor. This could have... Well, thinking about it, we actually have, I think I went over this last stream, courtesy of the Realms in Exile team for Crusader Kings 3 now. Basically all of the Rohan assets we need. All of the Rohan architecture, campaign architecture assets. Where is it? I'll give you a little sneak preview, chat, since you're all here listening to me ramble on about all of these amazing assets I took from Thrones of Britannia. Rohan. Enter. In in architecture, Rohan. In maps. Here we go. Yes, so chat, open, save image. Okay. So, this is something which we have. But yeah, as I was saying, a lot of these, because whatever Rohan is inspired by, I'm guessing some of you know this already, Rohan is indeed inspired by the Anglo-Saxons, which Thrones of Britannia is about. So, while I can't use a lot of these as the crash, we do have, I actually have them on my computer, but I haven't properly formatted them yet because I don't know how to use Blender. I thought I saved the image. Unable to save image. Save image. Unable to save image. Open original. Sorry, right now. Here we go. So, I do actually have this. Somewhere. Can you see it right now? OBS. Yeah, you are showing it. Yes, so chat, I do have that hidden away somewhere. But anyway, I digress. You all came here to see Gondor, not Rohan. So the one thing though that is useful, I don't know how I'll use it. Tolfuin. Forgive me for not knowing where/what is Tolfuin. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But we do also have some of these. I guess these could be used for Gondor. I don't know where. Anyway. is these right here I can actually place, because unlike the others, I'm just able to. So I don't know where these would go, but we have them. I think I might do another round with Angmar, because along with these and Hadrian's Wall, we have a lot better ruins to put up in Angmar. I sound like Bill Gates. I'm going to take that as a compliment, I think. West of Linden. Tolfuen's that island. Ah, yes, that island which I have knowingly left out of all of these because I keep forgetting to put it on the tile map, even though it's on our concepts. Yes, that island. So, Gondor, settlements. And I have to admit, I may have made the title slightly clickbaity, as we won't be placing the actual buildings for the settlements, but rather the sort of surroundings, the dirt, the city grime and dirt, and the fields around it. More of that kind of stuff. So, yeah. That is way too sharp of a decline. That needs to be smoothed. Tool properties. Circle. Make it smaller. There. Make it easier to move. And make it constant. Well, that smells like good food. And constant. And, ooh, I made that way too small. Well, so if you're meaning custom, I believe most of Gondor's settlements are custom. But as I disclosed a little bit before, I may have made the title a tad bit clickbaity, as this is mainly going to be sort of adding the surroundings for them, to make them, blending them in, as... that's fine. Well, it's not necessarily clickbait. We're going to be working on them, just not placing the actual settlements, because I could do it, but I doubt you'd like to see me floundering around in Blender and or 3ds Max for like an hour. I don't think... If you would like to see that, I'm not going to do it, but if you would like to see it, let me know, and I might do it another time. But yeah, I'm not going to just flounder around in 3ds Max for a while. So, the mod was first started in 2015 with the release of Rome 2. So, if you want to do the math, yeah. And how much time? Who knows? Who knows? I mean, time is relative. I don't know. I would like if I had some of the Gondorian bridges instead of just these normal stone bridges, but I couldn't figure out how to get them ported because, as I said, while I could spend several hours floundering around in Blender or 3ds Max, I don't know how entertaining that would be for you all to watch. I mean, yes, these are dirt roads placed on the tile map. Hello. All right. I probably want to tool properties, even this out a bit. And I personally, yes, thank you for complimenting the map. I have worked a long time on it. I don't want to actually think about how long, like, time-wise I have worked on it, because that's going to make me sad, and make me leave the mod, because I've probably spent too much time on it, so I don't want to think about how much time I've spent on it. Well, it would be a rather bad stream, if I'm going to be honest. Because it would probably mostly be me scrolling through old Discord messages and begging other team members to help me, because I'm bad at it. Like, my best work at texturing, well, admittedly, I didn't make this. This was made by, who was this made by? I'm forgetting the name of the person. They're not on the team anymore. I'm forgetting the name of the person who made this. Now I feel bad. Well, now I feel like a really bad person because I've forgotten their name. Oh, yes. This was made by TK, when they were still on the team. But I ported it into here. No, this was made by TK. Empty made the Black Gate. This lighthouse was made by TK, and I ported it in. This was made by Empty, and I textured it. As you can see, I don't know what YouTube's compression is doing to this, but my texturing job was not very good, to say the least. So, might be best off that I don't stream that. I need to make this bridge longer because it's not lining up properly. You know, so in regards to Third Age, I have never actually been able to get Third Age to work. I've tried many times. I've never gotten it to work. So I don't really know. So I've never been able to get it to work. Anytime I've tried it, it will just crash whatever on when I try and boot it up. I don't know why. Yes, that is, if I'm going to be honest, the fact that people are going to enjoy this is really my main source of motivation, as sappy as it may sound. As sappy as it may sound, that's really one of my main sources of motivation. Okay, this area just looks weird. It needs to be smoothed heavily. Smooth. Smooth, 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 smooth. Oh, spooky music. Yeah, very spooky music. Yeah, don't hurt me, evil music. Oh, Jesus, what music is this? Woodland Realm? I would have thought that Woodland Realm would be a bit nicer sounding. So working right here. There is a settlement right here, so we are technically working on settlements. See, these are the fields outside the settlement. So, as I said, it's actually not really clickbait. I didn't clickbait. I'm still better than that. At least, that's what I'm going to keep saying to myself. So I can fall asleep at night. Presuming this Woodland Realm music doesn't keep me up at night, because it is rather spooky. This should probably be flat. Is there any way I can, like, just tell what height this is? Oh, music is barely hearable. Oh no. I noticed when I was watching my last stream that it was too loud. So I turned it way down. How's that? How is the music now? Is it better? I'm sorry, I didn't realize, because it was way too loud last stream. Now, shorter. Shorter. There we go. Gotta smooth this area out for the settlement. Now I actually have to use the smooth to smooth this. Still very quiet. Okay. Because I don't want it to overtake my voice. Because I feel like it did last time. I'm not sure. Where's some Gondor music? Let's listen to the music. Do we not have Gondor music? Rivendell, Woodland Realm. Oh no, we only have elves and Gundabad. Sorry. So, music, not that good. Can go slightly a bit higher with the music. Okay. Sorry, someone was just, asking me a question, so I had to mute my mic real quick. That food does smell good, but I'm doing this right now. Does anyone know which settlement this is going to be? I should know this, but I don't. So, I don't know if Maestro is here. I don't think he is. But, well, Case is here, so. I don't know. Maybe some Dutch people get good amounts of sleep. Can you show Minas Tirith? Sure I can. Here is Minas Tirith. It is lacking a certain Minas Tirith, but the location is here. Lebanon. Thank you. Speaking about that, this area is a bit high. I was noticing that earlier. I want to bring it down a notch. Absolute. Linear. No, Gaussian. Maybe, actually, wait, is that a rec? I know Case did the map. Campbell, I'm seeing a lot of different stuff. I'm not sure. I also need to figure out how to deal with this sort of line. Very annoying. What is the plan for the Osgiliath icon? So, how many of you have played Warhammer 2? I'm going to guess that a lot of you have. So if you have, you've probably seen Lothern, and how it sort of spreads to either side and is accessible from either side. So at the present, I believe the plan is that that Osgiliath itself is either going to be one city all across, or that Osgiliath is going to be on this side of the Anduin, but is going to still visually be on this side and will be besiegeable and accessible from this side. So rather than having it be East Osgiliath as a settlement is occupied by the orcs, Osgiliath would be besieged from the east, I believe. That's the current plan, but if we can't get that to work too well, it could be subject to change, of course. Back over to here where I was working. Oh yes, because I'm non-constant anymore. Or maybe there's this area soon. They're different mods. 1212 is a project for medieval, set in Europe itself. But Rise of Mordor is different. It's not really fair to compare them. They're different. They're different beasts in their own, or whatever the saying is. I don't know. I'm never good at remembering how to properly say sayings. Ooh, Control-Z, Control-Z. File. Save. That is the hope, that the mod will be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hopefully. What music's this? Now this music's sad. Now it's Woodland Realm. First it was scary, now it's sad. I'm like, well, what's that about? What gives? What gives? Gaussian. That's how you make it not look like shit. Pardon my language. Ooh. What's this? Gundabad. I should just play the Gundabad music on loop. That's the best stuff. Can armies pass through the Path of the Dead? You know, I was actually trying to remember where the Path of the Dead was, so I could look to see what kind of thing we could do there, but I couldn't remember where it was. And it's not labeled on any of the concepts, so I'm not really sure. I think the answer may sadly be no, but I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know if it will be able to pass through Paths of the Dead. Oh, that needs to be smooth. Ugh. Horrible. Yeah, this looks like large enough. I don't know if this is actually a minor settlement or a major settlement or what, but this looks like a large enough area anyway. there won't be any flying units. That's how they'll work. We are not doing any flying units. Trolls, elephants, wargs, and wargs, they'll be implemented, but not fell beasts. At least not flying fell beasts. Trolls work like elephants, sort of. They use, I guess you could say, the same sort of area of effect as elephants with their large, they don't use match combat, they do big swings. Elephants are going to be a bit more complicated, but at the moment, trolls are the only thing being developed in that regard. So yeah, sorry if anyone was hoping for fell beasts. They're not happening. Flying units are actually something that do not work in Attila. Moderators, can we ban the person that dared to suggest we add in goats? That is a joke. But I don't know why. I personally like the idea. Why am I lagging on a PS1 looking game editor? One is something called YouTube compression. It's more advanced on this side. Two, one of the big reasons Creative Assembly stopped doing these mod tools is because after this one, these aren't the best made mod tools. So they're not very well optimized either. Plus, I have references, OBS, live streaming, and all of the other stuff going. So it's not just that. Demon of Morgoth, bats and wing beasts. Flying creatures just don't work in Attila. The only thing we could do is jank, and I personally don't like jank. Others have other opinions, but I personally am not a fan of jank. I personally like when a mod doesn't feel like a mod. It feels like a proper, it feels you couldn't tell it apart from an actual game. We're probably not going to have Balrogs in the game. Never say never, but don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Well, again, I don't know how we would ever implement those. It doesn't have to fly, but seeing fell beasts shambling across the ground is, as I was saying, jankety, jankety, jank. Which a fair few team members aren't the biggest fans of. No, I'm just going to Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Nope, that's still not good. Push it back. Push it down. Boars. Boars, I'm not sure what the deal is with boars, because I think boars aren't lore breaking, but I'm not sure. But yeah. Alright, so this settlement seems to be going pretty well. So chat, I want your opinion on something. Are these fields obvious enough? Can you tell that these are fields, or would you like some better some more obvious looking fields. Would you like the fields to look even more fieldy? As dumb as that sounds. Would you like for the fields to look more field-like? I'm disgusted in you, Mr. Arsomeness. I'm disgusted. Be gone. Looks a bit sparse. Okay. I'll see if I can't do something about it. Yes. So, you say, why don't you, be more of a pirate? So if we were to do that, what I will say, we wouldn't have this campaign map. If we were to so blatantly shun the very kind people at Creative Assembly. That's all I'll say. That we wouldn't have this if that were the case. CA aren't actually the bad guys they're often made out to be. We wouldn't actually be able to do this stuff without their help. By the way, what? I didn't say that. My mouth ran on. Anyway. Are these fields too obvious? I think Rangers are going to be a horde faction, and if we can, they'll work a lot like the Amazons from Total War Troy. Or that may also just be my personal opinion, because I really like how the Amazons from Total War Troy play. Either or. I kind of feel like these are too much. I don't know. I feel like these fields are a bit much. Well, we never condone pirating. Call us goody two-shoes, but we don't condone pirating. Okay, so since we're using these, position, copy. I've got to make sure they line up, or else someone's going to yell at me in some bug reports section somewhere. Yes, starting with the Necromancer, Sauron's return to Mordor. You know, honestly, I don't know if that's true or not, if he did do anything wrong, because I'm not the most well-versed in the lore. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There we go. And so this right here is the summer version. So during spring and summer, I want that to be. And then I only want this to show up in the autumn. Oh no. Visible inside destruction zone, no. Right? Yeah, no. We don't want these visible in a destruction zone. Alright, chat. Do we like the look of these? Do we like the look of these? Is it too much? Not enough? Just right? What do you say? Too much, just right, not enough? Yes, but, of course, these are also a very big pain to do. These I could do a lot more of, but if you want these very big and very obvious fields, you have to do a lot more work. I actually don't know if I want these fields. Chat, do you think these fields... I don't know. I'm also actually going to remove this. I don't want it. Yeah, I think they stand out too much. They were one of the main reasons. Yeah. These original fields are, yeah, I'm just going to stick with them. There's no way to blend those in as they're decals. Wait. No, I'm not on the right thing. What threw me out? So I'm not sure of how much copyright that one is. Don't copyright! Yeah, that's what I thought. Too saturated. So they must be eliminated. Yeah. They fit far more in the world of Thrones of Britannia. Yes, and I was saying that earlier. This wouldn't be possible without CA. Even just this right here. And I'm not just saying because whatever CA originally made these, I'm saying because... Oh, damn it! No, don't want those. Yes, I agree with that statement. CA is very Chad. Please let me back. And I'm definitely not a paid CA shill. I'm not. I'm not a paid CA shill. I may or may not be a non-paid CA shill, but... Yeah, this looks good. Any locations from Divide and Conquer? I don't know. Probably not. Partially because, as I was saying, I've never played Divide and Conquer. Can I use whatever Vikings Causeway or whatever it's called now? These burrows. I'd love to have somewhere good to use this. This is cool. Big bridge, but it's a really bad position. This is a horrible position for this bridge because it's so hard to not get it to clip into the water. There we go. No clip, no clip. And it works well enough. No, damn, and it doesn't. It will have to do. You won't be able to zoom in this far anyway. Well, that is pretty good, as I'm personally very hyped for Manor Lords. I've wanted something like that for a long time. Whenever I'm playing City Skylines or something, I'm like, I want to build an army. I want to go blow stuff up. Like, it's something that I always have a problem with. Always want to do. These are some very nice rocks. Very nice rocks. And I actually may or may not have said that unironically before thinking about it. Oh, how would I do this? Wheel. Settlements, resources. Okay. Well, Fraser, if that is your experience with CA, then I'm sorry to hear that. But I know my personal experience with CA, and us as a mod, our experience with CA has been quite the opposite with that. So, yeah. Mill. And a lot of the reasons people say are behind CA's sort of I guess you could say lack of support, are rather quite, I guess you could say, mixed. Oh, whoa, what have I done? Hello. I'm trying, if anyone can't tell, I'm trying to add a little bit of a water wheel here to the farms. How does everyone think it's going? Because I do have this water wheel, but it's sadly, which looks rather quite good, but sadly... Let's bring more positivity into the chat. Entity properties. Above? No. How can I get rid of that sort of texture? If I sync it, landscape above? No. Ooh, that's F12. That's not the button I wanted to press. Oops. Yeah, this mill would be great, but it sadly doesn't work. Sucks. Ooh. Oh no. I thought I knew what I could use, but I can't. Right? Ground tower. Brick ground tower. What? No. Right? I can't sync this one. No, I hate that that happens. Well, it's part of how how the stuff works with Warscape, in general. But if I'm gonna be honest, I would like to keep a bit more positivity about things in general in the chat. Just, yeah, if you can. What is this Maeve's Tomb? It looks like a nice rock, but I don't know if it's actually something special, and using it as a rock would be, like, bad, so I'm not. If anyone can tell me, that would be nice. How can I do this? I need something without, like... I know, it's just... I like keeping more positivity. Simple as. Ooh, maybe... Grand, indeed. Here... Shrink it? Or is this gonna be too large? That's gonna be way too large, right? What if I use the smaller version? I feel like this could almost work as a little Gondorian mill cottage, but not with that version. I'd need to use... Ow, I bit my tongue. Ah, I bit my tongue. Sorry if I'm being quiet for a moment, I'm just trying to think. Round Tower 1, I think, would work. Oh, it's still a bit big. Well, how short can I make it? Well, let's see. First put it down to the ground. But that doesn't want to go away, which it would have to. No, be gone. And then I bring it down like this. Ooh. Could this work? What do you guys, chat, what do you think of this little small, I guess, mill, Gondorian mill, cottage, or mill that I'm trying to make here? Yay, nay, maybe, try and add more to it to make it work? What's the verdict? Oh, that's too high. What's the verdict for our little Gondorian mill? And skip above false. Looks interesting, but is it a yay or a nay? Eat something nod. Okay. Very helpful. Maybe add more? Maybe add a hut or a building next to it. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm just trying to add a little something. Cat, nope. Yeah, no. Yay. I'm seeing yays, which may or may not be what I wanted to hear. Wait, I shrink this down a bunch to the point that you can't really tell what it is. When is Fruitsy streaming? I don't know when he's streaming, because I don't pay attention to the charts that we have. Because we actually have some charts that show when people are streaming for internal use. Big yay. Okay. Big yay. No cross. That's not that. Ooh. No. I was gonna say, if we turned the cross upside down, we could add a little bit of extra detail there. But I don't think that would really be the best. Oh, no. They have no meshes on the bottom. Sad. And I'm gonna add a few more ruins. Could be used. No. Oh! Eddie. No. Pier. Which key does that? Just these little details. Because as I saw someone saying in chat, these are also something. Have we started work on the Shire yet? No. Because I don't have enough. Well, you know what? Let's work on the Shire, right? Let's do it right now. Where is my flame visual effect? Gotta make sure it's all burned nicely, all nice and crisp. Make sure all of those very tasty hobbits are fresh. Yeah, I'm trying to find something to add. Dock? wharf. You've been a big help, not really. Settlements. I want to save because half of these, if I place them, will crash the editor. Don't want that. And so, as some of you may have seen, because I don't know if I've actually properly gone over this, there are a lot of saleable rivers, such as. So this right here is actually the Terry program, which comes with Total War Attila, but which is in the retail version broken and unusable. It took me a while, but I actually fixed this up, along with developing sort of, I guess you could say, the workflow, because no one actually knew how to do it, even though no one had a working tool and no one knew how to do it. I spent a while figuring that stuff out, and so now we've got this here. But yes, as I was saying, we've got a whole bunch of saleable rivers, every which way. So you can see here the Anduin, you've got the mouth, you can sail up here, past Carandros. Of course, you can't get past Aurora's Falls, but you can dismount. Yes, the map of Europe, because I haven't gotten around to changing the sea colors yet. So you can actually see Gondor. If this right here is, in Gondor. That about lines up to Rome, maybe, eastern Gondor, western Gondor. And this side of Gondor, Minas Tirith, about lines up, I guess, with Sicily. So Gondor is about this distance, from here to here, about. You can see Mordor is around the size of here. It's around the size of this area in the Middle East. Shire is like the size of the Low Countries, a bit bigger. Linden's around the size of the UK. Things like that. But yes, Balrog. Yeah, Netherlands, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Turkey, Greece. On and on. You're not here for geography. I can do them. I promise. I'm not bad at geography. Back to this guy. Thank you for the compliment. Aqueduct? No, maybe. Could I shrink this aqueduct down enough to make it look like irrigation? I want to know if I can shrink this aqueduct down enough to make it look like irrigation. Irrigation, that's the word. Ooh, no, I don't think there's any way I can have stuff bound to technology unlocks. But if there was, I was going to say I would try and make it so that once you research irrigation or whatever, you get this shows up. Oh. What if... I don't know if this will work. Chat, what do you think about this? Adding some little irrigation in this more detailed area. Chat, any opinion? Whoa, whoa. That I tilted that too much. Rotation. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Blue Mountains in the UK. Yep. Once I finished this, I was hoping to go for longer, but oh no. I've got a fair few things I've got to do. So maybe after I finish this, I'm gonna head out. I don't think this irrigation's really working. I don't know what this farm is. It's just a little bit of a detail, just to give that sort of idea that people live here and they do their stuff. That looks like it works. Is this irrigation, or is it still too obvious that it's a waterfall? Not a waterfall, what am I saying? Oh, ooh. Ooh, there we go. Irrigation. Yay. Can I copy this? No, I can't copy it. I know what I can do though. Prop match. Roman aqueduct. Do you know that most places won't have this level of detail? I'm just doing this because this is meant to be a little bit of a focal point. It would be possible to remake Empire Total War with extensive modding. Like, more extensive than you'd probably be able to find anyone wanting to do. If I'm gonna be honest. But it would be possible. I said 0.07. So let me see. LV. Yeah. Well, I don't expect this to be in every single one. I'm just doing this one for this right here. Since we decided that the little place needed a tad bit more detail. Well, it needed a bit more going on. This little mill. So this right here is... Actually, someone was asking, what is the farm's name? Give me farm idea names. Farm name ideas. Farm name ideas? Yes. Chat, give me ideas for what to call this farm. The one that I like the best will get their name on the farm. Like I did the other day. With a handful of things. Come on, chat. Give me ideas for what to call this farm. Well, if I'm gonna be honest, I like Boromir more. Don't tell Denethor. I'm not Boromir. I like Faramir more. Don't tell Denethor though. So I'm biased and want to say Faramir. Wait, no. I went... See? It's the wrong thing. 0. I want this to just go up and up. That farm by the huge fucking bridge. That one might win. I've gotta say. I'm not sure, but that one might win. The farm by that huge fucking bridge. It is a pretty big bridge. I've gotta say. Ooh. Alright, chat, how's this for a little bit more detail? This little, I don't know, side stable. Is this now detailed enough for your likings, chat? This little watermill. I'm actually going to remove a handful of these things, which I don't particularly like. Oh, I've never actually liked, I've never liked Frodo. Shocking, I know, but I've never liked Frodo. I've just never liked him. Good now. Though, since that bridge is so, as someone put it, fucking huge, perhaps I can make it look a bit more sensical. If anyone can tell what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to add a little bit of supports to the bridge almost. I don't know. Probably not. No. Maybe? Yeah, that's a bit more detail. You can kind of see some stuff in there. A hidden detail. There's a little bit of extra stuff going on down there. Well, I've never actually made it through all of the books. But as I said, I don't like Frodo in the movies. Frodo from the books, I do believe is a different story. Why don't I play Mordor on Xbox One? What? What do you mean? If this is another insult at the video compression, I'm gonna stop the stream right there. That is a nice little retaining wall. I don't like it though. Well, I think that is enough stuff over here. We've got the watermill, we've got the irrigation, we've got the bridge. Ah, yes. And our Farmerwind. Ballroom blitzes our Farmerwind. Wait, no, how do I name this? Oh, can I not name this one? No, yes I can. Maybe I can't. No. Alright, so I've got that, and then... See, and as I said, we are working on Gondor settlements. This is all around this settlement right here. Prop, decals, or dirt rubble, dirt. Nope. If only I could kind of see how this is going to show up. Nope. Buffering because that's why. Why are you buffering? If you would mind telling me. Why are we buffering? Who's my all-time favorite Lord of the Rings character? Aragorn. I feel like that's a bad answer, but that's my answer. Yeah, I think this area. Ooh, an orchard. Why can't I add in a little bit of an orchard? Chat. Oh, no, never mind. Thick heather. What's this? Ooh, that's pretty. This is pretty. Oh, and I did the wrong thing. I wanted to get rid of this. This is some pretty flowers. Have some pretty flowers. Oh, and that looks like a penis. Well, I wanted to add an orchard, but I'm not really seeing what I would need. Sure, here's an orchard. Hopefully that's outside of the city. Heather. Move this right over to here so it's centered more on that orchard. And then here's our pretty little orchard. It's all the pretty little trees. Aha, Bob Ross. What do you think, chat? Orchard or no orchard? I'm actually going to say no orchard. I think that this is enough stuff for this area. It's detailed enough around this part of the city. I might add a tad bit more dirt around the bridge, though. Settlement? No. Prop? Decals. Decals? Paths? Terrain. Eroded dirt. I could, like, get this so it didn't come up so much there, I'd like it. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Get some dirt. Oh yeah, I don't plan on detailing the whole map. Oh, and that was the wrong thing. Get rid of this. Add something. It's just so because the idea is a lot of your time as a player is going to be spent looking at and around settlements. A fair bit of your time. So we want those areas, particularly, to look very good. To have tons of details and whatnot. Puddle. Do I want to place a puddle? Can I, like, make a puddle on the bridge? Alright, with that, so I planned on doing more than just one little settlement, but it seems this has taken all the time I have for today. Yeah, so we have this area. This seems done. So this can be scratched off the list of areas that need working on, which is nice. I'll probably work on this one in my free time. But anyway, thank you all for watching. A bit of a, I guess you could say, more mellow stream. Just doing some nice little detail work and talking with chat. So thank you all for watching as I touch this up and what fits. This kind of fits. And do that, and that. And that seems good. So, I'm gonna call that a night. Thank you all for watching. A shorter stream. I actually went out longer than I'd planned on. Just doing some detail work. So, good night.